speaker on the next topic. Today he will be sharing the why of chiropractic. Please welcome Dr. Joe Accurso.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we're going to talk chiropractic philosophy. I'm assuming that most of you didn't know that chiropractic was a philosophy. It's actually a philosophy, science, and art. The science is the anatomy, the physiology, how the adjusted forces affects the body. The art is the application of force, how you choose to adjust the spine. There's over 120 techniques. But the philosophy is the why we do what we do. There's actually 33 principles, and we're going to break that down to the major principles right here into a 5-minute presentation. But our major premise is this. There's a universal intelligence in all matter that continually gives to it all its properties and functions, thus maintaining it in existence. We see the world as organized. A good example of this, good story. There's a man who finds something shiny on the beach as he's walking around. He doesn't know what it is, but he puts it in his pocket because it's pretty and smooth. And he looks at it and he notices that there's little arms and they move in a rhythmic fashion. And every day when the sun is directly overhead, he says, wow, these lines, they line up right there. There's something really neat about this. And then one day he drops it and the back opens up. And he sees there's all these gears and they fit perfectly together. They intricately just organize, and one adjusts the other, that adjusts the other, and they cause movement in there. And he looks at this and he says, this is organized. This didn't just fall off a rock. Lightning didn't just strike the water and this was made. Somebody intentionally put this together to make it work this way. He sees organization and therefore understands there has to be intelligence behind it. That's our major premise. In chiropractic, we look at the world as organized and say there's intelligence. We don't call it God, it's not a religion, but we say there's an organizing force out there. And universal intelligence is what organizes the world. It's what holds atoms and electrons and protons together. Then we say there's an innate intelligence. There's a wisdom inside your body, but not only your body, in all life. And an amoeba and a blade of grass. There's a wisdom that helps the body thrive to exist and adapt to these forces. A classic, if I put a tulip upside down on the ground, that tulip will, the stem will make a 180-degree turn, push through the earth to reach the sun. That's innate intelligence. It's adapting to forces. So we have a triune of life in chiropractic. There's intelligence, which is always 100% perfect. You have matter. Matter is not always perfect. Matter is matter, a chair, but our body is a matter. And in this part right here, we're talking about living matter. Matter is not always perfect. In other words, my matter could be lacking. If my diet is so poor that I'm lacking minerals and vitamins to allow my body to function, then my matter cannot do the chemical reactions necessary for life, and I'm not going to function properly. Now, what unites matter and intelligence right here is force or energy. In physics, they call it energy. In chiropractic, we call it force. Force is what animates things. It moves things. It gives things properties. Now, this might sound kind of, wow, like New Agey or something like their intelligence and organization in the body. Anybody know who Max Planck is? All right, there's another question. Okay, we got to read more books. No, I'm just kidding. Max Planck's the father of quantum theory. Okay, this is the guy, Einstein built his theory of relativity on Max Planck's work. And he was a physicist in the early 1900s, 1800s. I'm going to read what he said. He said, all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force which brings the particle of an atom to vibration and holds this minute solar system of the atom together. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of matter. Now you get this. This is, the guy who did quantum theory. Right now, physicists are still working on this mathematical theory, trying to understand quantum mechanics. He said, we must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. Okay? So even modern physics looks at the universe as organized. It's where it's funny, old physics, they say there's no organizing force, but modern physics, quantum theory says there's intelligence and there's organization in the world. So we take that back to the body. You have intelligence, which is always perfect, and you have matter, which is not always perfect, and they communicate through force. Okay? Now, that communication of intelligence to matter to create health can be broken up. So let's say you take a poison, right? That poison can interfere with how your body works. how the matter functions. So the intelligence in your body is perfect, and it's trying to make a hormone to make your body work, but there's a poison in there that's blocking it. We have an interference in the forces of the body, and your health goes down. You can have physical blocks in the body. For example, if I drain 2/3 of the blood out of your body right now, right? Your body doesn't have what it needs. There's a physical lack right there. It's going to break down. Or you can have a physical block in forces in the nervous system. So let's say your brain and central nervous system control function in your body. And they do that through the nervous system. A physical blockage in the nervous system or stretching of the nervous system, what the science tells us, interferes with transmission from the brain to the organ. So if your brain is telling your stomach to create acids so that you can digest breakfast, but that signal is interrupted through physical blockage, it's the same as taking a poison. Your matter is going to be down here, and your health is going to be down here. The goal of healthcare should really be, we know intelligence is perfect, right? Forces communicate from intelligence are perfect, but the matter can lack. So in the same way, a nutritionist would say, what is your body lacking? What does your body need right now? He's going to give it what it's lacking. Or what are you eating that is interfering with the intelligence of the body? A chiropractor looks at the nervous system, and we say, where is there interference in the nervous system so that we can get this disharmony that's going on and bring harmony? Another word for disease is dis-ease, a lack of ease. So if you believe there's organization in the world, if you believe that it's organized in intelligence and this intelligence is perfect, then how does that affect your choices? If you have a symptom, is your goal to suppress or cover up that intelligent expression of the body? Or is your desire to allow that wisdom to express itself so that you can function at a higher level? In chiropractic, we look at symptoms as intelligent adaptation of the body trying to adapt to create harmony. So that is your chiropractic philosophy lesson of the day. I hope you learned something, and I hope you apply that idea of trying to create harmony or ease in your body to bring 100% function.
We definitely learned a lot about chiropractic and being in harmony. Very interesting concept. So we're done with the speakers. Please don't forget to vote for your best speaker and also to provide your feedback in terms of the strengths and weaknesses. Now